Ray Michaels Born and Raised Festival, man, we're hitting the ground running down here, first day on a Friday, and this guy here, he's been through Springfield, but maybe you may not recall. Sir, introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Shane Smith of Shane Smith and the Saints, and yeah, we've definitely been through there before.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit before we started recording. Might have been southbound, but you guys came through, played the Ozarks Amphitheater there with Whiskey Myers up by Lake of the Ozarks. That is a cool venue. That had to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's an incredible place, and I hope we get a chance to go back up there here before too long. We're actually kicking off a fall tour right now today. And I know we're covering a lot of ground, and hopefully that'll be one of the areas that we pick back up either this fall or in the spring.
Yeah, I would think so. So we'll definitely have to hit up some of our local promoter friends and make sure they get that done. We do a lot of shows at the Midnight Rodeo and other venues around, so we got to make that happen. This is a pretty big deal here. I mean, Austin, Texas, I mean, it is – second to Nashville, probably the, music mecca of the world. But this whole Red Dirt Texas country thing was kind of not necessarily born there, but it's been a part of it. What's your thoughts on how this music is starting to really kind of take hold?
I think, I mean, it's just such a different time these days. You have a lot of independent stations that are supporting those genres of music, those subgenres of music, whereas back in the day it was really hard to get any kind of support. And then you also have things like Spotify and playlisting and things like that helps just get it out there and get the word out of these independent bands. And another thing is like shows like Yellowstone and Taylor Sheridan and all of his shows that he's put together. He's raised so much awareness and exposure of bands like Whiskey Myers and these people we were talking about earlier. And I think it's just more or less it's just exposure and that's what people need is just a little more exposure to it to come on board. So
no question. That's kind of what we're doing here. We're just kind of spreading the gospel here of this great music. And you're right. Probably another thing that contributed, COVID, kind of locked things down, and people did a lot of sharing of music during that time because they needed some quality music. And I know you guys have been really a big part of that whole thing and what's happening right now. What are you working on currently? And you got some new stuff coming out. Let's tell everybody about that.
Yeah, like I said, we're starting out this fall tour, and we're going from all over the East Coast all the way over to I know we're playing like in Portland and Seattle. We're covering a whole lot of ground, and I know that a lot of the markets that we missed this fall we're picking up in the spring of 25 and early 25, and we're getting on the road and covering a lot of our bases. And in terms of music, we just put out a record called Norther back in the spring of this year, and so we're touring off of that album at the moment. And I know we've done a recut of an old song of ours called Lord Bear Me in Texas. It's going to be featured on a TV show, and we can't say anything about that yet, but that'll be exciting to kind of bring back an old track and do a newer version of it. And so anyways, yeah, it's all looking good. We're excited to be here. So
boy, no doubt about it. Well, congratulations on everything, by the way. I mean, the things are just taking off for you guys. Before we go, though, we need to make sure everyone knows where to find all this great music.
Yeah, we all of our social medias are at Shane Smith Music and ShaneSmithMusic.com, and just check it out on Spotify or wherever you stream your music or listen. And yeah, we hope to see you on the road.
Yeah, got to happen. We've got to get you to Springfield, man. That's going to be a good one. Congratulations again. Thanks for stopping by, man. You got to check this guy out. I'm Ray Michaels, Born and Raised Festival 2024, 105.1 The Bull.